Hello and welcome, 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 welcome. So good to see you here. Can you believe here we are back after a long and glorious weekend? This is Tuesday, so it's Style with Joy, your joy, and I am Joy Ruffin. Good to be with you. Great to be back with you. I hope that everyone had a long, restful, relaxing, glorious, good holiday weekend. It's a really first big, major weekend, and I hope it was good for you. Hello, ladies, and hi, Stephen. It's good to see you here. Always good to see you. Well, style with joy, your joy. What does that mean, really? Well, it means everything because your style, your signature, and how you present, show up, appear, your image, it's important. I heard someone say today, unless it's something that keeps you up at night, it's not something that you're going to invest in. Woo! Well, maybe that's so, but many of us are curious enough and hungry enough and wanting enough no matter what confidence level we're at, that we know we need a wee bit of help and some good tips and tools to help us to perfect and unify and define our own image. And that's what we're going to talk about. Well, tonight, because we have the 5 signature styles, you'll fit into one of the 5, and then you'll have 2, maybe 3, usually 2 subcategories. So tonight, what we're going to talk about, though, is we're going to start with the casual and the natural and the sporty, because we're going to be talking about t-shirts and tanks. And my, don't we all have them? They're mandatory, really. You have to have them, whether you're going to the gym in them only or you're using them in other realms. And we're going to talk about that. I hope that each and every one of you had a glorious, fantastic holiday weekend. We did. It was relaxing, really, because I'd gone away for a little business event, and it was wonderful. Yet it was tiring, so much to absorb, and I'm sure, regardless to where you were and what you were doing, somewhat the same. So if you're here tonight, and those of you who are, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know what it is after a long weekend to get back into the rhythm of what you were doing, and I hope that your weekend was great. So what are we going to talk about? Yes, again, remember I have 3 names: Joy Ruffin, redundancy, and oh my, what can I say? Disruptor. Because I repeat things, but I do them with a reason, and the reason is not dementia, not yet anyway. It's probably on its way. It runs in my family. T-shirts. Well, let's talk about them, and let's broadcast them in a way so that, and before I get going with that, let me just put up some data here that you're going to need. And by the way, hopefully you know my name by now. And also let me say that if by chance you come later and you're watching a replay, type in replay and let me know that you were here. And the other thing, I'd love it if you would do this for me and for you, because if you're here, it means that you have other people that you know who might be interested as well. Tag them and invite them to the show and send the information or share the video with them, because that's important, because we're building and we all know about building, right? And if you've not received the complimentary ebook, what you can do is get to my Facebook business page, and you'll see a link there that you can click, and you will get the complimentary ebook. And also there's a complimentary session if you're interested. What it is that maybe you're struggling with, maybe you just want some feedback and information about that will benefit you on your journey. Happy to share that with you, and it's complimentary, and we can go from there, but please sign up and let me know that you're interested in something like that. And again, my Facebook business page, Style with Joy, Your Joy. If you've not connected with me there, please do. We have lots of good things on the burner there for you. And again, redundancy, remember? We love it when you share. If you're here for the first time or you've been here numerous times, share out the video for someone that you think might enjoy and appreciate it. And again, thanks for stopping by. It's always good to see you here. So now let's talk about t-shirts. And I'll be throwing up on the screen here other things as we move forward. And I already mentioned to you about the complimentary. So now let's go and let's talk about t-shirts. About t-shirts. t-shirts. Let's start off. I'm going to do a solo and then I'm going to do a split screen. Well, here we are, t-shirts, right? Well, what started as a staple, and much of this you know, but I want you to take this further than what you know and be open and stay open to possibilities for you with t-shirts and tank tops because it's never ending and you want to know that. T-shirts really started out as a staple in the military and has become a major staple item now for both men and women. And there's so many different styles and so many different variations. You're seeing here the most popular neckline. It still is the V-neck, but it's a modest V-neck. And I want you to know also, when it comes to the t-shirt, I want you to see that this is with a 3/4 sleeve. But bear in mind, a t-shirt, even though it's a t-shirt and the broad name for it would be a T, straight line up and then T out with the two arms, whatever. It can also be sleeveless, which would be more like a shell, but it still would be under the heading of a t-shirt. It can be sleeveless, short sleeves, cap sleeves, flutter sleeves, elbow sleeve, 3/4 sleeve, long sleeve, and different variations in style. It's still a takeoff or variation of the t-shirt. Now, the t-shirt started out predominantly for women, always wore them, always enjoyed them, but mainly a shirt that you wore to the gym. But now, because of fabrication, it can be in any and every and all. You can be dressy. It can be, you can dress it down. It can be warm. It can be light. There are many, many types for both sexes. And the name after the T shape of the body and the sleeves. But remember, it can also be sleeveless. So now I'm just going to slide over and show you a few of the variations. I'm showing you this because stripes, as most of you know, are very, very much in. Again, the V-neck. You can dress it up with jewelry, with pins, with other jackets to wear over it, denim or a little casual wrap or a snug, or there's so many different possibilities. This happens to be a horizontal. You can also do this with a vertical, depending on you. And one of the things that we discuss when we do our one-on-one and you become a part of the workshops that we'll be putting out here soon, stripes are always good, but you have to be mindful of stripes, especially not only if they're horizontal, but if they're vertical as well. Because if they're horizontal and the stripes don't line up, you have a very inexpensive, I don't like the word cheap, but cheap. And if you're going to buy it, even in one of my, and you guys will laugh at this, but it's the truth. One of my favorite places is Walmart's for many different reasons, not so much for buying fashions, but just for a fashion show. It's really a great place to go and see what you don't want to wear. But I say that to say, if you're going there, and they have great fashions too, for a price point, if you're in that price point range, you want to make sure that your stripes are matching. They have to be matching or else. Again, the V-neck. And this V-neck is with a little short sleeve. But here's what I want you to note about this, my friend. And I want you to be very much aware of this particular silhouette. I mentioned to you some time ago, we did a show on the high-low. Has different names, but the most popular is high-low. This is with a little short sleeve, a V-neck, and I want you to note the high-low bottom. Now, what I want you to do, because I'm going to be talking about this as we move forward here, my friend, I'm going to be talking about this a lot. And I'm going to be probably put on the back burner, nailed to the cross, and a lot of other not so pleasant ways of expressing to you what's going to happen. Yet, I like to think that I'm strong enough to deal with this. This high-low top was designed for a reason. Because many, many years ago, when the t-shirt came out and the jeans became so popular, pants, slacks, and trousers, leggings, tights, and jeggings, and all of its different variations and forms. Here's what I'm saying to you. Every body, B-O-D-Y, is beautiful. Every body can be showcased and shown in a way where it's appealing, it's attractive, It has polish, taste, style. And if you want and like the word, if that's an important word for you and you want to convey sexiness in your dress, it can be done at a tasteful level. What I'm sharing with you now, and what will be difficult for many to embrace, is that not so much here, the bust line. That's another topic and subject that we'll discuss. But the backside, the tush, the butt, the derriere, no matter what shape, silhouette, size you are, age, and all the other variables that go into that, it's not the most attractive part of your body to display. Because if you do, and you're showing a lot of cellulite, lumps and bumps, God forbid, panty lines. It's hard to believe that in this day and age, with all the great shapewear that we have, that you still see women, young and mature, showing panty lines. It diminishes your value and takes away everything. And if the shape of those three that I named, the tush, the derriere, the buttocks, not appealing, attractive, and so on. And I don't mean that you have to be a size 0 or an 8 running down the runway, but you have to be mindful of that. And if you don't care, I don't believe that one doesn't care. I think you do care, you just don't know how to wear. A straight leg pant is still best. And if you must wear leggings, jeggings, and tights, and jeans or slacks that are tight, the high-low is your best bet for numerous reasons. And that's why I'm going to be slaughtered. But you know what? I'll survive. Just like, oh, I'll leave it at that. But I want you to keep that in mind. This high-low in a top is coming slowly into the fold, because many, not only fashion designers, but people and women, men are looking and saying, and I see them oftentimes, my friend, laughing at women who are walking around. We don't mind laughter. Laughter is good. All of you who know me know that I love to laugh. Laughter has its place, though, and its time. At women who are wearing leggings, jeggings, and tights with all the wrong shapewear underneath, if any at all. And that's just a subject that we do heavy and big time one-on-one. Just want you to remember and keep in mind, it doesn't have to be baggy, big, and out of a silhouette design where it's not tasteful and well done. But the high-low is really very, very good if you're doing a dressing type of outfit where you're out. If you're going to the gym, who cares? You're going there to work out and get your body in shape and stay in toned, not so much to have a beautiful, exquisite body. All right, now we're going into enough of that preaching. Can't help it. That preaching is in my DNA, I'm discovering. Here we're looking at a t-shirt that has a little bit of a design, which you can see. It has a very wide V-neck, a 3/4 sleeve, and you can see very basic, because the t-shirt gives you so many options to work with. And depending on the fabric and the colors that you put this in, it has this slit up the back. And you're also seeing a lot of the back work with tops like this. And let me just leave you with this. When it comes to a slit up the back or any type of design in the back of your garment, be mindful of the fabrication. Is it going to wrinkle every time you sit down? Is every time you get up, is it going to show where it's not appealing or attractive anymore? Because if it's not in the right fabrication, and if that design is such split or slit or buttons, whatever the design could be, there's so many different types, be mindful of the fabric. Unless you're going to be standing pretty much. If you're going to be sitting and you move up in that, it's not going to be appealing for you. Just keep that in mind. Okay, now we'll go forward. That's really an important point for you to know. Here's the second most, it's the third most popular neckline, the crew neck. The crew neck with the three, and by the way, just so you know, most of these things you know and you don't know. You know what they say, you don't know what you don't know? Well, it's true for all of us in different arenas. This 3/4 sleeve is still the most popular sleeve. And then it's the sleeveless and the short sleeve. And then you have all the other sleeves that you can play with. Hi, Roz. It's always good to see you. Good, 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 good. I know you're busy, as almost everyone, and all of us are. For when you bounce in, I love it when you do that. Good to see you. So, and bear in mind that we need to be talking about colors too. Here again is a wide neckline, boat with a 3/4 sleeve. By the way, if you are hippie, if you have definition on your from your waist down, to the bottom of your hip line, if you are broad through there, it behooves you not to have slits at the sides of your t-shirts, blouses, whatever, because that gives you movement and you want always, always to have your comfort. Remember that. You can't see it here, but it's there. Now here is a longer tunic length t-shirt, wide neckline and long sleeves, just so you can know that. Let me just share with you while I'm perusing through this. Here again, I'll stop here. The high-low with a short sleeve. And let me just say this to you so that you'll know. I'm going to read off to you all the different necklines that you can play with. And what you want to do is play. There's a polo t-shirt. I think I have one in here to show you. There's the Henley. By the way, the polo t-shirt is the men's golf shirt. It has different names, but they're all the same. And women can wear them as well as men. The Henley. I think I have one of those in here to show you too. The V-neck, which we've looked at. The striped tee, we looked at that. It can be horizontal or vertical. The graphic tee, which we'll show you, which has design. It has all kinds of patterns and so on. And you know now that florals and prints are very popular. The pocket tee, t-shirts that have pockets here, there, and yonder, always good. If you're someone like me who's always grabbing and reaching for different things, keys and so on, glasses. The hooded tee. The hooded tee is very good, especially for the gym, in and out when you're all hot and bothered and you want to cool off and not catch cold. The crew neck t-shirt is the most popular, which I'll show you at some point. And the U-neck slowly creeping into the fold and becoming very, very popular. The beauty of the t-shirt is that you have so much variety. You can dress it up or down depending on the fabrics and styles that you prefer. You can have fun with them, and you have such a large selection. But keep in mind, my friend, if you're someone like me and you heard what I had to say about the buttocks, the derriere, and the touche, that the high-low is something that you can really consider. And there are many, many options that you can look at now. This happens to be a round kind of a modified U-neck short sleeve, but it is a high-low. And as you can see, she has on tights. The elbow sleeve. This is not 3/4, it's the elbow. It comes right to the elbow. Some of them come right to the bend of the elbow. Some of them come below the elbow. The ones that go right below the elbow and hit you right in the crease of your arm, from my own perspective and knowing, as I know, that's a better elbow sleeve, but you'll get different variations. And here is a jewel or crew neck. It's pretty much one and the same. Keep that in mind. And again, here you can see on the side, the drapes on the side. This is not so much a high-low, but here's another good silhouette for someone who happens to be full through the hips. And I mentioned the graphic t-shirt, the design. Now this has a border around. You'll find a lot of t-shirts like that and around, because this is a knit around the sleeve and the bottom. Could be numerous types of bottoms, but all I want you to see is the graphic t-shirt, the print. And my goodness, there are just so many types. You just have to find what you like and what works for you. That's all that's important. But options, it's a means too of self-expression. Shirts are a means of self-expression and wearable art. That's why they're so popular. And many of the people who are in the t-shirt business, they're making gobs and gobs of money. Here again, now this has a draped kind of dolman sleeve, but again, it's just another variation of a t-shirt. And the high-low. I'm showing you a lot of the high-low because I strongly believe in them, and they're good for almost everybody, from short to tall to really, really tall in height. And you can be petite and still wear but remember, we're always talking. Remember that we're always talking balance, harmony, and grace. Everything has to balance out in whatever it is that you have, your top, your bottom, and then the harmony of how you put it together with your jewelry, your shoes, your handbag, your hairstyle, your makeup, and all of that has to have that. And when you're all done, has to have that ease of grace. And when you can do that, you're on your way to your signature style. So why am I showing you this? Because it's a look that's very popular now, that off the shoulder. So many different styles here. But this is a full roll-up type of sleeve. It's a very loose, casual, sporty look, and yet it can have a lot of sex appeal depending on the fabric, the color, and who's wearing it. Lots of fun you can have with that. With the inexpensive production with cotton and the ease of cleaning, the t-shirt has just soared in popularity. It's just never going to end. It's going everywhere. Remember I mentioned to you about slits? I'm only showing you this because of all the different colors. You find the right t-shirt for you, and then you can have it made in different colors, or you can shop around and find it in all the different colors. And by the way, got to know your color scheme, got to know the colors that show you up best and bring you out so that you look your best always. And again, this is a wide, deep V, almost like a moderate, what shall I say, U neckline. But it is a V. It's just a wide V. And wide Vs are still more unpopular. Why am I showing you this? Because this neckline, not my apologies, not the neckline, the bottom is a very flattering bottom for a lot of women who are full-figured women, who are full through the hips, the thighs. It doesn't have to be black. It's just a silhouette that I'm showing you here. It can be very, very flattering. You find the right style and the right color for you, it can be very good. And today, with the advent of so many fabrics, the t-shirt continues to gain in popularity. It's not going anywhere. A wide V, short sleeve, high-low here with the slits on the side. Color and style, very, very, very important. I'm showing you this because it's just another takeoff on the t-shirt. But here is a very chic, sophisticated, dressier tee. It can be, now some people could say that this is a shell, it's a blouse. Terminology is terminology. It doesn't really matter. It's what you like and what you're comfortable in. This could be made in almost any fabric or color that you can think of. It could be very attractive for a lot of people. And the examples that you want to be looking at, now we go into the tank top. Well, everybody knows the tank top, right? Crew necks, tank, spaghetti straps, V-neck, A-shirt, camisole, polo, and many more. This could be termed a camisole. It has many different names. Here is where a woman, a lady who's interested in styles, especially signature style, is very mindful about how you wear this tank top. And the foundation, the shapewear, the bra underneath, you've got to be very careful. If you don't have to be old-fashioned and frumpy-dumpy, old lady-like. I'm not talking like that, but you have to be mindful, a little bit of modesty. That's all. The tank tops, or there's so many variations in styles, wide straps, small straps, higher necklines, lower, just never ending. And only here showing you the different colors, what you already know, and the different necklines that you can go, and you can have fun with these. All right, so here is what I wanted to share with you, because we always have to end with drama, right? This is high-low to the max. And this is a variation of a tee. Let me just put this here solo so you can really take a good look at it. That you can wear so many different ways. This is not casual. This is casual, but it's not casual where it's natural casual. It's dressy casual. It has a little bit of chicness to it. And what we can say is that the t-shirt is unbeatable and most likely will never, ever be a thing of the past. They live on forever. You won't be able to take them away, so you might as well learn to enjoy them and gather together your special blend and style and have fun with them. Select the styles and make them a part of your signature style and stamp them into your look. That's all you have to do. Now, this is drama to the max. There is no question about it. And you can have fun with this because there's so many different ways that you can do these. The length and the back, it's your call, depending on your size, your height, your body shape. The shape in the front, and the style, V-neck, crew neck, it doesn't matter, and the fabric. But here is drama. For those who want drama and like a little bit of drama, one or two of these maybe in your wardrobe, yes? I'm just going to scoot back through these. Let me see if I can do this. It really is something that you need to start thinking about. Oh, by the way, before we go further, here's the thing that I want you to think about, though, when you think about these t-shirts and these tanks. I said I was going to show you a Henley top. I don't recall if we had one here. I don't think we did. And that would be a boo-boo on my part. But I think most of you might know, and if not, we'll find out. There's no, I didn't put a Henley top. A Henley would be with, it can be with a little small collar or no collar and 3 little buttons down the front. Boom, or more. But that's a Henley halfway to the bust line. That would be a Henley top. What I want you to be thinking about when you're thinking about not only t-shirts and tank tops, I want you to be thinking about color. And color would be, here's what I want you to think about while I'm putzing around here. You're either going to go tonal, solid colors, different variations of, you can do solids, or you can do tonal, different variations of one color. That's in same grouping. Or you can do contrast. You can mix and blend your colors together where they are complementary and appealing to one another. Or you can do mix and match. And mix and match can be solids and plaids and graphic designs and all the other variations. And that's the stripe that I wanted you to tease for stripes, which you can see. I didn't put a Henley in here. My. Bad. But that's basically it. So what you want to do is find out whether or not what style, a crew neck, a jewel neck, a V-neck, and there are many different variations of V's. Decide on the type of V that you like best, that fits you best, depending on your bust line, your body shape. Then there is the wide bateau boat neck, whichever you want to call it. There's a round scoop neckline, the U neckline, and other variations. The sweetheart neckline is slowly slipping back. Nothing ever really goes out of style, really. And especially if it's something that you like and something that fits you, it's always going to be in style. I want to end here because I happen to, and that went blank for some reason. I love this technology. It's just, it never ceases to amaze me. I wanted to show you, I wanted to end here. Boy, it does have its own personality. Okay, let me get me back in here and then we can see. I was attempting to get back to the one that ended with the drama. This is also very good. Now, at some point, we'll go deep into fabrics. This looks like a linen type fabric. Linen is a fabric that you need to be very mindful of. It's a very good fabric, a comfortable fabric, and a cool fabric. Yet, it's a fabric, until today, or recently, I should say, would wrinkle before you could even really look at it. So what you want to do is be very, very mindful of linen. You're better off to get a soft, nice blend and make sure that it doesn't wrinkle as much, because it can be very, especially if you're like we are here in this hot Floridian climate, you want to make sure it stays cool. And it is a cool fabric. In fact, in India and all these tropical areas where people live, they use and wear an awful lot of linen, and they don't care about the wrinkleability and all of that because it's just a comfortable fabric. But I want you to start thinking more about the type of t-shirts and tanks that you want to wear for your body shape. I want you to start thinking about the colors that you want. You want solid or and tonal? You want contrast? Or do you want mix and match? And do you want to combine all three of them? All depends on you. It depends on what you like. If you're someone like a person that I knew and worked with a long time ago, she didn't care for prints at all. Just didn't like prints. And I could understand that. It wasn't my thinking. I'm not crazy about, but there's certain prints that are really, really quite beautiful. And if they're more abstract, the better off for me, they would be. But you have to decide what's for you. And buying things that you like that won't blend and match in with other things that you have is a waste of your money and your time. And that's one of the things that we discuss. So that said, I see that we have no questions yet. I wanted you to take a good look at this because here is pure drama. And you're seeing a lot of this where not only the high-low, but the long high-low in the back, almost down to the bend of the knee or longer. And if that's something that you can carry and you like, then fine. You can get just a plain solid t-shirt or anything else that you like, and you can wear that. But just make sure that it's something that you like, something that you're comfortable in. Play around with the different fabrics when you go to shop in the stores, and make sure it's something that works and works well for you. And once you do that, you're on the right track to developing your own signature style. And so we end here where we began, with the basic t-shirt. It's still a t-shirt. I don't care if you want to give it the name of a shell or a blouse or a shirt. This is still a t-shirt. This happens to have embroidery design around, but it's the V-neck and it's a 3/4 sleeve, which is the most popular still. But you're going to find out which necklines work best for you. Maybe some of you will be able to wear several, if not all, of the necklines, depending on your neck, your face shape, and all of that. And these are the things that we discuss when we do our one-on-one. So my friends, Roz, thank you for being here. Whether you're tuned in now or not, I can see that you were here. And Stephen, always good to see you. One of the things that we're going to do is talk about, let me just get this out of here now, talk about when we connect, all the possibilities that are available for you. And again, if you're not on my page and you want to leave a comment, please click on the comment so that I'll know that you were here, and put in your comments. And please share out the video. And if you have questions, you can put them in after the fact if you come for the replay. And I promise that I'll get back to you. And I thank you for stopping by. Get your complimentary ebook if you're coming here for the first time, or for that matter, if you want to get one for someone else, because it's a great little booklet. It's a beginning of complimentary signature style, and then we go from there. Let me share this with you before we say goodbye. I have a resource that I want to introduce you to, and this is a resource that we all need. It is something that we can all use, and it's how you build good, solid, strong, healthy relationships. There are so many different personality quiz and types out here that you can be bombarded and on overload. I've looked into, as I'm sure many of you have, most of them. This one that I'm going to introduce you to is the best one that I found to date, and it rocketed my awareness to the top of the heap. Because what you'll find is that not only will it give you your personality style, it's about communications and how you communicate with another. It's also going to show you how you can communicate best with others who don't have your communication style. This particular system is so popular that Google has adopted it as its main methodology for all of its employees. They have to take this. So if that doesn't say to you that it's a good program, then I don't know what will. For me, it was mind-boggling and overwhelming how on point it was. And all you have to do is just let me know that you're interested, and you can just say something that says interested, and then I will get back to you with the information that you need. The key that you need in the comments will lead me to you to make sure that you get to know and become familiar with this phenomenal, fantastic resource. And that's it. I can only tell you that you won't regret it. You'll enjoy it to the max. The time has come to say so long for now, and to ask you to join us tomorrow night at 7 o'clock for Leading Lady, Leaving Legacies, Living Legacies. This lady, I met some time ago, maybe 8, 9 years ago, when I was doing a lot of heavy volunteering for a center that I still get to, but not as often, not as much. And her story will fascinate you for numerous reasons, because when it comes to overcoming tragedy and turning it into something that's really phenomenal and fantastic for other people to embrace, that's what she's done. And she'll share that with you, and so many other things that she's involved with. So drop by tomorrow night at 7 and join us, and you'll be absolutely inspired by her own personal story. You won't regret it. I hope you're out and about and having fun. And if you're coming in for the replay, that you enjoyed, and you'll let me know that you do and you did drop by for the replay. And as always, it's good to see you here. I enjoy looking out and seeing you here, because I know it's not the best time. You be and stay well. All the best. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. And thanks again. Until tomorrow night, you be and stay well. All the best until then. So long for now. Cheers.